Or at least that's what I've heard. I haven't touched it yet, so. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? If you can hear me over the music, I'm going to adjust a few things here. And do a quick test of Rooney. Oh. Let's see. I think we are just about set. Yeah, I think everything's all set now. I think everything's all good. Even got Hootie Coo here. Welcome one and all to the Salmon Run podcast, the Salmon podcast. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday and you guys are ready to process the enormity of the situation, the explosive Marooners Bay Griz Cobra weapon set. I suppose I can kick things off now. I'll hop into the voice chat after I've done the podcast section of stream here as usual. And for now, I'm just going to go over each weapon, each weapon set for each weapon and every type of strategy I can think of as we play the weapon set here. So bear with me, guys. You're at 8:30 and Mike is at 9:09. Oh, I don't care about max hazard. I'm no wimp. We got Griz Cobra weapon sets. We got Griz Cobra weapons too. So it looks like I'll be starting off with the weakest of the Griz Cobra weapons. The Griz Cobra, I feel like it is the most misleading Griz Cobra weapon. I don't feel like it should be called a Griz Cobra weapon at all. So for this rotation, you can fulfill the role of Lesser Slayer if you have this baby. No, me personally, even though you can kill a lot of bosses with it, I like to really truly focus on slaying Lessers with it. It's not, I don't think it's very efficient at boss killing, and I really feel like it is the worst of, like I said before, it's the worst of Griz Cobra weapons in my opinion. So start things off. If you're playing Griz Cobra, you will want to be a bit more conservative. This will probably be the only Griz Cobra weapon you will need to be conservative with. And yeah, this is already a little easy. Okay. We got 3 stingers and no special. Anywho. Griz Cobra is good for doing things like I just demonstrated, such as stinger chasing. In addition to dealing with other problematic potential situations. Wow. Alright, you guys can run an egg. I have to get extra focused. I can't even really talk. This is way more complicated than it needs to be to start to set off. Don't know why this is my first game tonight, but I can't even really speak and do my podcasting the way I need to right now, or explain any sort of strategy at the moment with how ridiculously out of control is right now. But I'll go more into the Griz Cobra later, I guess. Now I have the Griz Charger, which is my 1B of the Griz weapons during this set. It is my second favorite Griz weapon of all time, because of how dominant it is, and in addition to just how much damage you can do with it from a range. Anyone who knows me or has played with me knows that I prefer to play with a ranged weapon in any of the other Braille modes like Turf, where I like the Splattershot Pro. So a weapon like this, which is essentially instant death without having to put yourself at risk, is amazing. You can, on the Marooners Bay, you can pretty much kill everything just from a safe and comfortable distance. Stingers, steelheads, etc., etc. You know, like for instance, I really don't have to get that close to deal with that stinger, but due to a bit of a headache I have coming my way from some of these other enemies, I had to get a little closer. I don't know why no specials have come out for some of the stuff that hasn't, but I will. Because I can't even focus properly on the podcast right now. So please bear with me, guys. I can't even really, I don't even feel comfortable discussing things because right now I honestly don't even kind of feel very safe. Just how, yeah, stuff like that going on. Oh, that is cool. I'm not gonna die. I could have died. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to focus it a little bit. Like I'm really gonna have to lock in here because. Oh, cool! I got Griz Charger again. Amazing. And I'm really gonna have to focus in here before I really start talking about the strengths and weaknesses of every weapon and just get settled. Because wow, right now it's looking a bit rough right now. Oh, yeah. Lots of over-aggressiveness right now. Oh, goodness. Gotta let Sosa get closer, though. Oh, cool. Got 10 out of 25 eggs, and everything's dying on the other end of the boat. That is not good. Oh boy, so many temples. I got nowhere to go. Well, there's no rhyme or reason for how crazy this is right now. Wow, small fry. Small fry snuck in and shoved me off the boat. Wowie. That was rough. That was rough. Wow. An interesting start so far. Ah, that's a good beverage. Alright, Briscoe Charger again. Okay. Let me try this again, minus a little bit of the stress this time. So, for this rotation on Marooners Bay with the Briscoe Charger, you will want to try to, well, you'll be able to do pretty much everything you want with this weapon. Whether you want to play from a range or from a distance, you can pretty much dominate any way, regardless of the opposition. So what you'll want to do is, if you see openings, just shoot your shot, so to speak. My favorite thing to do with the Briscoe Charger is to lock and pop from anywhere. Just because of how ridiculous the range is. Cool. And then as far as weaknesses of this weapon, honestly I can't really think of any. Unless you're just not very good with the chargers. And even then, I would just say counter shots. If I'm not mistaken, I think you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think you have 6 shots with the Briscoe Charger before you're out of ink. You can use it like a bamboozler. If you think about it like that, as opposed to using it like a traditional charger, then you can do some ridiculous things. Hey, I survived. I don't know how you didn't, but I survived. You get 7 shots? Okay, thank you, Edge. So yeah, you get 7 shots with the Briscoe Charger, which someone loves me at Briscoe because I keep getting it now. But during this rotation, you can dominate waves with this weapon with no worries. You quite literally have no worries for most enemies or most issues. Any potential issues you could have are pretty much dead before they can become a serious threat. If you are taking advantage of the weapon's strength. As far as different strategies based on the stage, Marooners Bay is what we like to call a lure map. Because if you do not lure bosses closer to the basket, it can be extremely difficult to obtain quota. So you want to make sure to take extra care and obtain quota early. As I've mentioned, being one of my priorities in previous 2 podcasts, I love to make sure that I obtain quota early to prevent, essentially to prevent situations from going from sugar to shit in no uncertain terms. Because a lot of times in freelance, when you run into freelance or even in squads, a lot of people will run into the issue of really and truly wanting to get carried away, shooting lessers, or just get really caught up taking care of enemies that they really shouldn't worry too much about when you've got support. I'm trying to think, as far as the cannon strategy for this stage, if you have somebody who is accurate enough and knows how to control the flow of bosses, there's no reason at all why you should never clear low tide cannons, as you're seeing right now. And to be safe, a 2 cannon minimum is nice. From high edge scores, I would think a 1 cannon minimum will work. But 2 cannon minimum usually works for safety. Oh yes, I finally have it. And now I have my favorite salmon run weapon, the Briscoe Blaster, aka my secret love affair weapon. This is by far the most ridiculous and dominant weapon in Salmon Run. It can do things such as, ooh, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. One shot the, all right. It can one shot the fly fish, for instance. It can penetrate pretty much every boss salmon in its armor and kill it in enough time. Then you can really make use of and dominate with this weapon without any real worries. But if you don't pay attention to your pitch count, I feel like you're gonna have a lot of issues. Or in this case, like what happened to me, if you're playing with a team that doesn't do a whole lot of turfing. Turfing is really very important for this weapon. Wow, this is just a mess of a wave. I don't know why it's this messy, but it is a mess of a wave. I wasn't gonna let them escape. Some of the benefits of using the Briscoe Blaster. Let me think. It is a one-shot kill on all fly fish if you aim for the middle. There's a trick also to killing stingers with one shot. If you hurl your ink upward within the right trajectory, your ink will drop downward and eliminate all the pans on the stingers. If you land directs on steelheads with the Griz Charger, or not Griz Charger, with the Griz Slosher, all it takes is 3 solid hits, no matter where you aim on their bodies, and they explode. What else is there? What's there not to love about the Griz Slosher? I mean, as I said before, it's the most dominant and the most amazing weapon in this rotation. I also feel like it's the one that takes the most skill. Hey, Pink Giratina, how goes it? Thank you for the 10 bits. But yeah, if you use Griz Slosher, if you're a fan of mayhem and destruction and chaos, much like myself, then that's the weapon you're gonna enjoy the most this rotation. Like anytime I get this weapon, I'm celebrating because it's a treat to be able to play with this weapon in Marooner. What's most important about this rotation though is really and truly paying attention to what combination of Griz weapons you have, so you know what role you play. Just because you have the Griz weapons doesn't mean that you don't still play your role in Marooner, which a lot of people don't seem to understand or even get that there are roles. You still need at least 2 Slayers and at least 2 Egg Runners, regardless of the difficulty level. Because at high quota levels, the game could be very painful, very annoying, very frustrating if you're running into issues. Whoa. Well, if you can run into issues from people not playing their role responsibly. So right now I am Briscoe Charger, so I won't be on Goldie seeking. I won't be trying to land too many direct hits, but really and truly, I'll just be trying to finish Goldie and running eggs right now. Let's see, that is high. That is high. Oh, there's another thing. There is a pattern for Goldie seeking on each map. Now, I don't know why I neglected to mention it in the first 2 podcasts, but there is a pattern for seeking Goldie, and there's a map in particular for each stage. The trick is usually to find the hydrant find the geyser that erupts the highest and the brightest, or so Mr. Griz says. But truthfully, I found the best way to memorize and understand the maps is just through repetition. Because I've consulted the Goldie map once, and I feel like it takes too much time to consider a map while you're doing Goldie seeking. Then it takes more time to look at a map than it does to actually seek Goldie. You're just stopping in Pink Giratina, you're gonna hang out for a bit, or you just drop a mile, or you're just doing the bit drop by, the bit drive by, so to speak. Bloom. I hate fly fish. Oh my. Oh, everybody's down there. That's probably not the best idea. That's the reason I'm not going. Oh, 2 more fly fish. Got him. Ooh, that was nice. The anticipation on that way I murdered that fly fish was pretty amazing. Stingers on me, so I'm gonna take it away from my teammates so I can use it as an opportunity to assassinate them. Oh, cool, ink just hit. Wow, that's beautiful. I thought I was gonna have to take care of myself. Alright, so 2 teammates down, 2 of XP. Go! Got Petey there. We don't have much time left. Oh, I'm dead. 7 eggs to go. 3 eggs to go. 1 egg to go. So as far as playing Slayer and Egg Runner with these weapons, I would say that you would let the Briscoe bucket for the most part play support slayer. If you have any of the other Griz weapons, you will try to definitely support the Griz Charger with it only having 4 shots, and everyone not knowing how to manage those 4 shots as well as the other. If you have, say, Briscoe Blaster or Briscoe, what's the other thing, Braille, you will definitely want to support your co-workers to have the slosher, because they cannot turf near as well as you can, and it'll make the game a whole lot easier, as opposed to you charging off to kill or slay some of the bosses that the charger, or unless you're the charger, you won't be able to kill as fast as the slosher. Let's be real. I think that Salmon Run is a game of efficiency. If you can't slay bosses efficiently or run eggs, or essentially manage your situations efficiently, then you will lose in no uncertain terms. It's also a game of situational awareness. I'm dead. I should have gone after the stinger, but I really wanted to help my teammate there. Silly me. So now I'm dead over here. Dang it. What a mess. Why are things such a mess right now? Wow, okay. That was ugly. Wowie zowie. So far this rotation has been wow. Like, I haven't really been able to even I don't really feel like I've been able to convey my thoughts really properly or with any type of coherency right now, because of how ridiculous things have been, if I'm being honest. I will say that what a lot of people need to realize is, even with the Briscoe sets, that doesn't mean you don't continue to use typical Samurai strategies. It's when people abandon the typical Samurai strategies during these weapon sets, and during these times, then things tend to get a bit hairy and out of control. Especially on a stage like Marooners Bay, which I consider to be the toughest Samurai stage out there, regardless of the weapons. The main issue being that with it being a heavy lure stage, and most Samurai players, be they casual or not, fall into the habit of slaying. They like to slay, they like to kill enemies, whether it's through some emotion or some primordial need or desire. People like to slay and kill enemies. On this stage, it is imperative that you lure, because if you do not, or you make risky decisions in an effort to avoid luring, then things get ugly really quickly. So right now, I'm taking the real risk by going down to get 1 egg in that situation, because I'm a Briscoe slosher and I can't really turf for myself that well, and really and truly, the only reason I did it was because, honestly, in the first few games, we haven't exactly done the best job luring, so I'm just trying to make sure we stay ahead of the quota and obtain quota early in the game, as opposed to running into those last-second miracle games or attempted miracle games. Oh, okay. I thought I could eat there, huh? Ah, I love this weapon. So, did that scrapper make it? Oh, Mike's gonna finish. A lot of times when I'm playing Briscoe Slosher, I like to just slosh 2 to 3 times in a direction and save myself 1 slosh to recover or travel with. They find a good strategy to use. I found that to be a good strategy to use because with your 4 shots and with you being on a pitch count, 2 shots will weaken or kill anything. This could be major or a threat. But 3 shots is a certain kill. You never really truly need more than 4 shots if you're accurate enough with the Briscoe Blaster. If you need more than 3 shots with the Briscoe Blaster and you're dealing with something a lot of times, it's because you're either being inaccurate or because you're overthinking. Okay, no Briscoe Blaster, it's not the blocker. So, remember what I said about the Marooners Bay being a heavy lure stage? If you look at our quota right now, we have 323 eggs with 60 seconds. That is not a very ideal situation. This is the type of situation that gives me diabetes. It creates stress for me in salmon run. Now, a lot of times these situations are created by just impatience, I guess you could say. Alright, let's see. I'll get this thing. That's more immediate. We're gonna bump him. Gonna bump him again. Cool. Avoid the rest out of the way. Don't know where the rest of the squad is, but I'll make it to the second. Ah, here you guys are. No egg for me. Yeah. Now, the most, as far as strategies, more in-depth strategies on this stage. Marooners Bay, there are a lot of different rules of thumb, especially on a lure map like this that you want to follow. Above all else, unless you're taking on the role of egg runner, you do not want to go down to the right side of the boat at all, even if it's 4 eggs. The only time you should go down there is if you're dealing with a stinger and you have a non-ranged weapon, or you don't have a special to deal with a stinger. Otherwise, I really don't feel like it's very viable to jump to that side of the basket, even if it's just for 1 egg. Alright, so nobody's gonna get that stinger yet. That's not good. Okay, Mike got it. Thank you, Mike. I should have probably gone to get it myself. Alright. I took that person that still hit now. Alright. I want to get this little stinger before it gets me. 9 eggs to go. 7 eggs to go. 6 eggs to go. Alright, here we go. Boy, this is a hot diarrhea mess right now. I'm having to really play above my head right now. I'll play at max potential. All right, let us continue. Griz Cobra again. So for the durational wave one, I will be murdering lessers and making everybody else's life easy. Okay, cool. So on Goldie Rush, this is fairly easy stage for Goldie Rush. You essentially murder everything but Goldie, and you can jump to the front like this if you feel confident enough in your evasion skills, and just essentially thin the herd. Oh, now they're on mic. What's important when dealing with Goldie Rush on this stage is you're going to want to avoid letting the rush come from both sides. You're going to want to do your best to have the rush come from one side at a time. I find the best way to manage this is to stand to the right of the basket, no matter what. Alright, I want to kill that guy. So if you stand right here, for instance, like no matter what side they come from, if you stand right here, then you can deal with any type of Goldie Rush surprises. I can't really think of what else I would do rush with this weapon. I know the key is also to be aware of your teammates' ink consumption as well as your own. That way there are no surprises. And also try not to waste your shots and have them fly into your own teammates. Kind of knew this Splatoon 2. Why is everyone running blank today? I don't know. And thank you, Dream. How you doing tonight? Howling Dream, what? What the? We got Dreamer and Howling Dreamer? Is this person any relation to you? You know this? Do you know this person? Sal, run what you wrote. Okay. So not a friend of Dreamer. Just another Dreamer. Gotcha. Two different Dreamers. Alright. I gotta pay full attention again because I can sense things. I can sense the vibe getting a bit dangerous again right now. Ooh. Oh, 3 Mons. No bomb rush inside. Can't make this stuff up. I just gotta be aware. I gotta pay attention to everything. There's all this rain, Mons everywhere. My goodness. I just gotta sit there back and watch for a second. Jeez. And all those Tenta missiles too. Wow. Catch. Alright, we got quota, so I'm gonna hang back. Yellow continue to be conservative. Griz Cobra, I can't really kill a lot of bosses at the expedience I like, so I'm just gonna focus on survival. Howling Dream, thank you for the follow. Alright, the Griz Cobra, the trash Griz Cobra again. Alright, so since I can't really get into, well, I haven't really been getting the weapons tonight, let's talk about lure strategies, which honestly we're probably not going to be able to do too many of with the lack of communication, but I'll still go over them anyway. So there's a different type of lure strategy you're going to want to use for each variation of tide on Marooners Bay. And the most popular lure strategy for this stage is to essentially hang around at the front of the boat near the beginning of each wave and allow different enemies such as drizzlers, steelheads, and whatnot to get closer to the basket before you choose to deal with them. The one exception I would say to this is to allow the steel eel to get all the way to the basket, because Those guys are the most difficult to deal with at close range. Alright, I'm gonna bring Booty back. I'm dead. That's ugly. I'm trying to get out of this. It's too much of a mess right now. Got it. Cool. Everybody's down. That's not good. That's why I went to the other side. That's what I was afraid of. There's a bomb rush yet. Okay, I'm leaving now. Hold it secure. I kind of want to die in anything stupid. Oh, there's a jet. Sheesh, that got a little scary. We did it, gang. All right, 5 games in. All right, let's give it another go with the Griz Cobra. My favorite. I love the Griz Cobra. But to go over some different lure strategies. Number one, at the beginning of each wave, you're gonna want to stay at the top of the boat. The only way you'll want to leave the top of the boat is if there's no understanding among your team to use something like a stingray or inkjet to deal with a stinger or a flyfish. Otherwise, you waste a lot of time during the wave, essentially preventing any bosses that can raise your egg count from reaching the basket and making it very difficult to run them to the basket regardless. This is a lure strategy pretty exclusive to Marooners Bay. I wouldn't say I'd use it anywhere else outside of the bay, but it's something I think a lot of people should adopt if they ever hope to have success or win consistently on Marooners Bay. Ooh, crap, 2 more heals. Lovely. We got 3 umbrellas. Okay, I might choose this jet first. Crap, we turned it around. Alright. But like, I don't know if you guys can see this too well right now, but as you can see, what's happening in this wave is because everything's been really killed or stopped on the other end of the boat, we're running out of time, and we're gonna have some difficulty getting quota in here in a second unless we get a good RNG spawn, like a Maz, like this guy that just showed up, or something like that. That's the only way you can win if you stall bosses super early on Marooners Bay. You get lucky with RNG. There's just, you know, there's just no other way because Marooners Bay is such an unforgiving map when it comes to not learning bosses. You have to be super aware of your situation, your time egg count ratio, I want to say. Cool, I got the Briscoe Charger. Nice. Also, some things to keep in mind. Be aware of what Briscoe weapons are in the rotation with you, because it'll give you an idea of exactly what roles your teammates can and cannot play. And it'll give you a better idea of, okay, if you're standing around wondering, okay, how should I deal with something? What should I be doing at this moment, at that moment, etc. If you have a Briscoe Charger, for instance, in my case, you can do pretty much anything, but you're going to want to, like if your other teammates have umbrellas, you're going to want to babysit, essentially, in a lot of cases, unless you have a whole lot of confidence in their skills. The burden of the umbrella, or not, the burden of the Charger is you are pretty much the most dangerous and most important weapon in the set, man. So you have to be aware of what's going on in case things start to escalate or break down, or not even escalate, de-escalate. Wow, that was just bad shots on my part. What can I say? Gotcha. Ooh, I thought I was dead. I should have been, but this stinger blew it. Alright, so we just need one egg. Another cool thing about this stage, another cool feature about this stage, much like the Smokeyard, if you hop on one of these platforms and you're being targeted by an eel or even a griller, it will change its attention elsewhere, focus on another enemy, or not another enemy, but another your co-workers. So please keep that in mind as well. I have the Briscoe Slosher on cap. Alright, so we got 2 drizzlers on the right and a scrapper. Nice shot, Mike. I'm just going one shot with my Briscoe Slosher right now. 2 shots on the stinger because I'm not too confident in being able to do the one-hitter killer technique. Alright, down goes blockage. Alright, so that steel here is gone. I'm just pretty much playing patient right now, letting everything come to me. Because I don't really feel threatened by anything hanging at the basket. Ah, this weapon is so satisfying to use. I'm not even gonna allow this eel the opportunity to ruin this wave. So much rain. Alright. GG's. All right, let's give it another go. Alright, I have the Briscoe Blaster. I think this is my first time having this set, so I can talk about some new strategies. So, if you have the Briscoe Blaster during this rotation, style you're going to want to use to play is a bit of a mid-range. Use it like a bit of a mid-range weapon. So you don't have to get too close to enemies, but you can move just close enough to do some damage and wreak havoc. wow, 2 more stingers. I hope someone kills this. Alright, cool. So that should secure this wave. I'm out of inkjet already, but that should at least secure this wave. With the Briscoe weapons, I don't have any issues using both my inkjets in wave 1, considering, you know, it's freaking Briscoe weapon set. So we have, potentially each wave will have a weapon capable of dealing with mass destruction every time. But I think the Briscoe Blaster and the Griz Cobra are very good lesser managers for this rotation. Because I get killed by something silly. A Tenta-Missile circle I never even saw. You can actually, I don't know what, I'll take that back. I think that the Briscoe Blaster and the Briscoe Charger are probably the most versatile weapons in this set. Upon further examination. When you think about the fact that you can murder lessers and slay bosses with it. Sparkle Jess, hey, how goes it? How you doing tonight? Alright, so cool. This is a perfect example of luring on this map, where this is an opportunity to lure. Hopefully we take advantage. Cool. Alright, now we get bad flyfish now. Or it becomes a further headache. Thanks, Mike. Mike, it's me. What you doing? What is you doing? Go on your butt. Dude. Alright, so. Now that those guys are out of the way. This station, where's this rotation at? This is Marooners Bay. Nobody's going to get that stinger. Got it. I will go. Both my sloshes feel short. You do not want to come out here and slay stingers if you're a Briscoe slosher. I repeat, you really don't want to do this unless you have a whole lot of confidence in your skill set. It is scary. I would have never gone had I not exhausted my what he didn't die. No, come back. Dang. Had I not exhausted my inkjets in wave 1, I would never gone, but I felt some kind of responsibility after using my inkjets in wave 1. Stream's been okay so far. Been pretty chill. Trying to do the Salmon Run podcast, but because of how stressful the games have been, I really haven't been able to put my thoughts together in a clear and cohesive fashion the way I would want to, if that makes any sense. So I've just kind of been freestyling. 1 egg. Okay, we got 3 chargers. This is gonna be fun. We gotta have more people shooting down eggs than running eggs at this point. Wow, I missed. Wow, I missed a lot of shots here. You guys don't tell anybody about all those shots I just missed. That was embarrassing. If I didn't have this open, I'd probably just run eggs, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't even worry about shooting anything down because we got a Briscoe Charger here. A good Briscoe Charger is going to neutralize all these guys before they even touch the ground. Oh, okay, I didn't need an egg anyway. But yeah, this rotation has been okay so far. So far, so far. This is pretty easy. Pretty easy. All right. Next game. Sparkle Just, how was your Saturday? And same for you, Mixling. How were you how'd you guys do this how'd you guys do today? How was your Saturday? What'd you do with yourselves? All right, still waiting. The lure map. Music policies to taste your mouse. Huh. Oh, nice shot, Mike. I don't like that the Briscoe Blaster doesn't kill the Full Hawks faster. Oh, everybody's looking at the same boss. That's not a good thing. I'm gonna back off so everybody's focused on the same thing. We want to see the big picture here. Okay. Back off again, get some perspective. Catch Hootie. There's another stinger on the left now. Mike's going to get it. Okay. 10 to there, 10 to there, 10 to there. Okay. Slip back. So we had 3 Griz Cobra at the time. Wow, zowie. Mainly spent your day chilling. You had some much needed sleep after a few late night Discord calls. Oh, late night calls. Oh my. Were they productive conversation? That Braille like a wet tissue. It's so useless, right? I'm just not a fan of that Braille at all. It's so disgusting. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these fly fish because I'm not in the mood for this. Oh, Mike, no. Okay, cool. Oh boy, what is? All right, that's my fault for being that far deep. I should have known better. Thanks. I just couldn't figure out what everybody was doing when I was down here killing the fly fish. In the case of one of us, there was death. So. Alright, cool, they're all dead. Now Mom. Alright, we just gotta lure those drizzlers up now. I think all of the bosses are dead. Oh, another fly fish. What are the odds? I really don't like fly fish, if you guys couldn't tell by now. So I missed that drizzler clearly. He survived 4 sloshes. I had to have missed him. He survived 4 sloshes. Briscoe Blaster again, nice. Have some of my beverage here. Alright, we stopped the Drizzler, it seems. Scrapper's on the way. I avoided killing that Scrapper on purpose. I'm gonna guess that Stinger is dead. I'm gonna just assume that Stinger is dead since it's all Inkjet. Oh no, Mr. Stinger, I'm not having it. I guess I missed there. No one else seems to be concerned with it. He's got one beer, or not one beer, one hot pot. How dare you survive? Wow, Hootie, it's just me and you. Kimchi. Hello, Kimchi. Kimmy, did you call Kimchi Kimiko Toki? That's funny. Listen to this guy. Kimiko. This guy said Kimiko. Yes, yes, that whisper though. Alright, Briscoe Blaster. Toki, how are you doing tonight? How are your games going? Hey yo buddy. Hey yo buddy. Lord, 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 Lord. Lord, 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 Lord. Oh, it's a Stinger. No fun. All the fun's going away now. Hopefully he picks one of you guys instead. Nice raid, Mike. Oh, you didn't finish it. Okay, you did. Good job. Good mode. Going down into death. Oh, I didn't know we had a charge. I would never jump down here. I regret nothing. I just gotta look and see something. Alright, so no bucket. 16 is 47. No bucket. Oh. Whew. I can't believe I missed. Hit me anyway. I'll put my blaster in his face and he hit me anyway. Oh, sis. Blaster again. Ah, right. Sorry about that. Oh, I can go out on top. Thought it was on me. Wow, okay. Nobody's shooting him. I don't know what was going on there, but wow. Oh, okay, Mike. You must have really want the egg, huh? Just chilling. Waiting to see if anything's gonna threaten me. Nope. We had the same idea. We stopped here. Dang, I want to shoot the other thing. Well, I tried to escape. I didn't want to even mean to get in that deep. I just ended up in that deep. Booty, is this you? Nice bomb run. Alright, you got it, man. Wow. You kidding me? Wow. I'm going overboard. Man overboard. Man overboard. All right. Rotation's been okay so far, Hawking. How are you doing tonight? How's the rotation treating you, sir? You, sir. The bird fam is here. Yeah, Hawkin, Toki, and Hootie Coo. The complete bird fam. You might hop on later tonight. I see. So you haven't touched it yet? You haven't gotten any of this delectable run. What a shame. Anyone else coming out here? No? Oh crap, I didn't see him. Yeah, Mike, you didn't put your last one in. High tide night again, huh? This can only mean one thing. Grillis. No? Rush. Even better. I'll be killing him so far away, I don't like it. Saves my ink. Oh crap, why are people dying? Why are they switching so fast? This is why I'm standing back being aware right now.
This is scary. Sheesh. Thank you, crew. Thank you. Alright. Just look. Too soon. Stop the other drizzlers. So far this is all we've gotten the drizzlers. All down there. We got no eggs. 3 drizzlers on the opposite side. Not an ideal situation. Now another stinger just popped up. Stinger's gonna want me. Might stick you the other side right there. With bomber. Oh, you're not dead. Oh. My goodness. Briscoe Blaster. Alright, I hope you guys keep the shirt painted so I can do what I do. Thank you, Rudy. Better get closer. Thank you, Hootie. Not enough turfing going on here. I can remember dodge 20 sentinels as they want. Don't worry, Flyfish. I got something I want to give you.
Dang.
I'm going to kill them both.